What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Wings Everything. I am your cook, Spinelli. Yes, I am the self-proclaimed wing king and the prince and ruler of all lemon pepper wings. Now, I'm not going to brag on myself in this intro. Now, today's video is sponsored by Aobosi. Aobosi is a company that manufactures a variety of kitchen appliances, including like juicers, meat grinders, and the toaster oven that you're seeing right here on your screen that we're going to use for today's recipe. The Aobosi air fryer has 6 functions: broil, hot air broil, toast, bake, air fry, and dehydrate. It comes with a frying basket, rotisserie fork, baking tray, grill, crumb tray, and a rotisserie fork handle. Not to mention, very easy to clean. You're going to love this air fryer toaster oven. So I hope you're in your kitchen. I'm already in mine, so let's go. All right, so here are the ingredients we're going to use for this recipe today. So let me tell you what I have. Right here, I have some fresh thyme right here, fresh ginger, got some bay leaves, I got some fresh rosemary, some fresh garlic, orange, an onion. I have right here Butterball whole turkey breast right here. Now, you can use this recipe also with a whole turkey, but of course you're gonna have to, double up a little bit more. But again, this is for people who don't want to cook a whole turkey, who may not have a big family, or may just be eating with a couple of friends coming over. You don't want to, cook a whole turkey. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this turkey breast. We have some maple syrup, apple cider vinegar. I have a brown ale beer, brown coconut sugar. We'll have a little bourbon in this, of course, some cumin seeds, some peppercorn, and some kosher salt. So these are the ingredients we're going to use. So let's get started. All right, so I've already measured out our ingredients and I'm going to show you what we have here. Of course, this is the star of the show, the turkey breast. Right here, I have a cup of apple cider vinegar, 3 bay leaves. I have 1.5 cups of that brown ale beer. I have a 1/2 cup of bourbon. Right here, I sliced this orange, so I have a whole orange slice. Right here, I have 2 tablespoons of this mixed peppercorn. Right here, I have a 1/2 cup of that coconut brown sugar. Right here, I have about 2 tablespoons of sliced ginger, 1 small onion chopped. Right here, a tablespoon of cumin seeds, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. I have a 1/2 cup of kosher salt, and I have 3 garlic cloves sliced. And if you look here, I have a sprig of that rosemary, a few sprigs of that fresh parsley, and a few sprigs of that thyme. So these are the ingredients we're going to use, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so now let's start preparing our brine. So I'm going to tell you what I have here. Right here, I have 4 pints of water in this pot. Now, definitely, if you're doing a whole turkey, you're going to need a bigger pot. So, but I'm just using this turkey breast, so this will be enough for a turkey breast. If I need to add more water, then I will add more water. So I'm gonna start putting these ingredients up in here. So once it starts boiling, we don't have to have it boiling that long. So I'm gonna start here with our bourbon. Go ahead and add that. Our beer, apple cider vinegar. That's our maple syrup. Start dropping our oranges in here like that. Let's add our peppercorns, our cumin seeds, our brown sugar, our salt, garlic. Let's add those onions, our ginger, and our bay leaves here. And what we're gonna do is we have our herbs that we're gonna go ahead and add in here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just going to remove our herbs like this. Instead of sticking the whole stem in there, we can just remove the herbs like that. And that'll work just fine. Also, with our parsley, do the same thing with our parsley, but with our parsley, we can just tear it off right here at the top and just sit that in there. If you get the stems in there, nothing's gonna happen. You can keep the stems in there, it doesn't matter. But this just helps. That's our parsley. And with our thyme, you can do the same thing with your thyme. You can just go down and add your thyme. And we're just gonna get this all mixed in like that. And now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bring it to a boil. and I'll let you know what we do after we get it to a boil. So let's go ahead and bring the temperature up and get it to a boil, and I'll be right back. All right, so it looks like we have this, our brine up to boil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off, and I'm gonna remove it from our cooktop, and we're gonna let it sit and come to room temperature. Once it comes to room temperature, that's when we will put our turkey breast inside the brine, but do not put your turkey breast inside the brine while it's still hot. All right, I'll see you in a bit. All right, so now that our brine is down to room temperature, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the star of the show, which is our turkey breast, and we're just gonna drop it here in this brine like that, and we're gonna sit it in there. It's okay if all of it doesn't submerge off in there, but what you can do is, you know, throughout the, flip it over a couple times, maybe every 3 hours or so. And we're gonna let this brine from 24 to 36 hours. Now, I recommend you do it for a minimum of 12 hours to make sure you get the full effect of this brine. This is a great brine, guys. So you wanna make sure that whatever, if you're doing chicken or right now we're doing turkey, you want that full effect of that brine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have mine in here for about 24 hours, and I'll see you guys, and I'm gonna cover it up. And I will see you guys in the next step, in the next 24 hours. All right, so we're gonna put this in the refrigerator. All right, see you in a bit. All right, so what we're gonna do now is prepare our garlic and herb butter mixture. So let me tell you what we have here. I have a tablespoon of rosemary, 1 stick of butter, 2.5 teaspoons of rosemary. I have 2 teaspoons of salt. Now you can use 1 or 2 teaspoons, or you don't have to use salt. It's up to you. The butter is salty, so you can just leave it at that. You don't have to use salt. Right here, I have 2 tablespoons of parsley. I have 1 tablespoon of garlic paste. Now you can use minced garlic or garlic paste. I want to use the garlic paste because since we're going to be spreading it anyway, I think it's better. And 1 teaspoon of pepper. Again, you can omit the pepper if you want to, but I like my my meats with a little pepper in it. So this is what we're going to use. So let's go ahead and get started. So we can just start right now by adding our salt, rosemary, parsley, our thyme, pepper, and our garlic paste. I may even use a little bit more of that garlic paste. That's a tablespoon. I probably could use about 2 tablespoons. And what we're gonna do, and you wanna make sure your butter is a little salted. I'm not salted, I mean softened. That way you can mix all this together. I left this out at room temperature for a while. Still may not be as soft as I want it, but it doesn't matter. We'll do what we can with it. Not, we could just leave it out a little bit longer while it softens, but we're gonna try to do this for the sake of going ahead and move forward. So you don't want to put it in the microwave to soften it, because then it's going to turn into a liquid, and that's not what you want. You want it still to remain the consistency of the butter. So don't put it in the microwave to soften it. Let it sit at the room temperature. But this looks like it's looking good. So what I'll do is I'll just leave that out here at room temperature, and it'll soften up just a little bit more. And then what we'll do, let me let you take a look at, this is what we have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this sit here for another 30 minutes while I get the pull the turkey out of the brine and get it prepared. So, and then what that'll do is it'll let it soften just a little bit more. We don't want it too soft because again, we're going to spread this over the turkey. So, all right, I'll be right back. All right, so the turkey has been in the brine for about 24 hours. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna pat this bad baby dry. We want to make sure we dry it up a little bit as much as we can. So what I'm going to do now, since I patted it dry, I'm gonna let this bad baby come down to room temperature, and then we're gonna start getting this bad baby seasoned and buttered up to put into our oven. So I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna prepare a dry rub for this chicken breast. Yes, I want some additional flavor along with the garlic and herb butter mixture. I want some additional flavor. Now you can totally omit this step if you want to and just cook it as is with the butter mixture, but I want to add some additional. So let me tell you what I have here. Right here, I have 2 teaspoons of roasted garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of pepper, black pepper, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. So let's go ahead and put this mixture together. We're just gonna add our smoked paprika. No particular order. Black pepper, the salt, onion powder, our roasted garlic powder. Now guys, by no means do you have to use this entire rub on the turkey. I recommend you rub it down with something else. You know, if you just want to sprinkle this lightly over it, that's fine too, but you don't have to use the whole thing. So this is what we have. All right, let's move on. All right, so now let's go ahead and get the star of the show all seasoned up. So first what we're gonna do is you're gonna start peeling back the skin like this. You wanna start peeling back the skin of the turkey breast like this. See how? Because this is where you want to start adding your seasoning. First, I'm going to start with our garlic herb and butter. And what we're going to do is and I'm going to use my hands, guys. So it's mine, so it doesn't matter. So don't leave no comment talking about why you're using your hands. My hands are clean. And we're going to put some of this, put it all in here like that. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Going to do the same thing for the inside. Put a little bit in there, and you want to rub it all around in here. All right, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our rub and we're going to start applying, sprinkling that over there on this also. You don't have to really rub. You can rub it in if you want to, along with the mixture, that's fine. And then we're going to turn this bad baby over on the side. Some of your butter mixture may fall off, but you could just add it back over once you get everything seasoned up like you want it. Let's get the inside of that bad baby. All right, so I've already preheated this oven. I set the timer to about 5 minutes and put the temperature on about 425 and had it preheat. So the oven is hot at the moment. So we're going to test this Aobosi toaster oven, air fryer, dehydrator out. We're not going rotisserie too. I forgot, guys, it's a rotisserie too. I started to do a rotisserie with this one, but the reason I didn't is because of the butter. And if I did the rotisserie as it spun, what would happen is the butter would just fall off of it. So next time I do a regular rotisserie chicken with a nice rub on it, and we'll test the rotisserie out. So let's go ahead before this cool down and try the baked version of this out. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this bad baby up, of course, and I'm going to sit this here, sit it in there like that. Of course, it's already on bake. Let's go ahead and, since we got it right here, set to about 425. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook this bad baby 20 minutes per pound. So mine is about 4.5 to 5 pounds. So that's about, about 80 to 100 minutes. So that's a little bit, maybe about an hour and a half, but we're going to take a look at it after about an hour. We definitely going to need an hour in here on this big bird like this. So let's go ahead and set this bad baby over here to about 60 minutes. It has the timer, and we're going to go ahead and let this bad baby cook. We can turn on the light right here, and I can zoom in and let you guys see it. Look at that. It's already looking good. All right. And I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so we are an hour and about 20 minutes in. So let me go ahead and open this thing up. Yes, let me pull it out just a little bit. So you guys see what we got. Take a look at that. Wow. All right, so let me get this bad baby transferred to my cutting board, and I'll be right back. All right, so here is what we have fresh out of the oven, out of our Aobosi oven. Man, it looked like it did a great job in terms of cooking it. But let's see if I did a good job in terms of preparing it. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do a taste test on this, guys. I think this here is going to be pretty epic. Let's take a look at it. All right. Stick that bad baby in here. And I'm just going to see if I can cut me a slice of that right there. Oh man, look at that. Let's take a look at that. What do you guys think about that? The skin has a lot of flavor on it. So we're gonna try this right here. The meat, this here is strictly juicy, guys. This is juicy. This is good. This stuff is good. That butter and that garlic, it is delicious. So, guys, check out the link in the description. The Aobosi toaster oven, air fryer, broiler, dehydrator, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna leave the link in the video description. I'm gonna tell you, it did a great job. Look at that, it looks good. Look at it, fully cooked. If you don't have a big family and you're just looking to do something small in terms of having, something small in terms of turkey or some type of meat, you can definitely just get you a turkey breast. That will work. That'll be sufficient just to have a turkey breast instead of whole turkey. Get you this Aobosi, and guys, you are there. Guys, if you like this video, hit the like button. If it's your first time here, consider subscribing. I know you're going to enjoy the channel. And until then, I'm your cook, Spinelli, all wings, everything. And I'm going to slice me another piece of this. And I am out. Peace.